what else is going on? Perfection is right here on a Saturday afternoon. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with Coach Lee before the game. He understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Georgia Tech's offense will have the opening possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
We talked about it earlier. Now it is home crowd making life difficult. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. That's caught. It's Roach. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt. They want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Down goes the quarterback, and they turn second and short into third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Kane. A strike downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first third down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
That's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy timing routes. Get a first down. Now maybe open it up even more.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers.
Snags it, and there's got some room in to the goal line. And he motors in. No chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cougars offense will now get its first chance with the football. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Pocket breaking down. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He'll start this drive going to the air. Working the middle, it's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running with the fullback. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive game, nice positive toss play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Under fire. Finds some time. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the second and short. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. On the option. Finding open areas. Good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Snagged out of the air. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Coleman. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Cougars will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Might be changing the route. Looking for the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cougar!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season.
And here comes the punt team. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Cougars moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. And here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mason. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Working on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Cougars come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Rushes on him. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 25 team, the Arizona State Sun Devils. And it's the Tigers who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Direct snap. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Booster, booster. Ready? Ready. Play.
Looking for a man. It's Coleman. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. Extra point here will tie the game.
And the offense continues to run the football.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside, it's Mason. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Finds a little space. Makes it past the marker. Lowers those pads. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Running to Green.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. And he's brought down after a nice game.
What a big play, backed up in their own.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll run it from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Maybe some room here. Got enough for the 1st. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Cougars! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. enough to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. Picks up the first down. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Hand off to the fullback. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Jukes his way for more. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this offense.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. And some room to work. Got enough for the first. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Cougars back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run play action. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Cougars in the hurry up. Here in the 4th. The Cougars with the immediate response.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it down the field. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. A top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. One of the great things about the early part of the season, high-profile non-conference games, and that's what we have for you on EA Sports College Football. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Thanks, guys. The Wildcats head coach told me before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Reads it, fires complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass on second down. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
That's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Turns it on down the left side. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Quarterback making checks. The run inside. It's Mason. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Coleman. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun. Here's the pressure. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play. Now,
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a... They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find the answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Flushed out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Coleman. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here.
Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll run for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
A lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Washington. Coleman open on the right. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cougars. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical, skill play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To throw, it's Coleman. Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack.
He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Using his legs, it's Mason.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Moving out to the right. Zips it out to his man. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Coleman. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. And the Cougars will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On fourth down, trying to find his man. On the run, still looking. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the Cal Golden Bears. And it's the Bruins looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
From inside the 10, here he comes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Hey, guys, the Cougars head coach told me coming out of the locker room he is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Coleman. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Going right and going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The offense changing the play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On the ground with the counter. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Steps away to find some room. On the run, deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, going for the... explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Coleman. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. A spectacular one-hand grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's got the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Cougars want to crank the tempo. Quick strike complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Mason. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Skips away from pressure. Trying to find the end zone. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to... And he rolls into the house. Touchdown! They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. To the air, it's Coleman. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Tosses it incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Off play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
He's got him. Oh, what a move to get open. There he goes. Touchdown, Cougar. He got a step and just dusted the field. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. They'll run for it on third and short. How about this defense? Another stop. This one right at the line of scrimmage. It's fourth down. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he did not make it. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's going to run it. Turning it on! Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Finds his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Escapes the pressure going right. Got his man downfield. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time. And it's no good. He missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Wants to adjust the pattern. Oh, he's got a chance. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Man, you played the whole game. Now it's coming down to, what, a couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
Personal foul.
A personal foul in overtime. What an egregious mistake, and one that he won't be able to explain. 1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for it. Pretty good job by the defense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.